Looking back at the manager's husband, it took longer and longer for him to respond. At this point, it was around January of 2024 and I had not received any rent from my duplex since November. The manager finally got back to me, only to say that they were changing the property management software from Doorloop to Appfolio. I looked over the documentation and signed it, agreeing to transfer my information and security deposits to the new application. The original deal that started this nightmare, the 3 houses on 3 acres, ended up falling through. The disappointment I had with this deal was hard enough, since I had allowed the seller to keep my deposit. This was on the account of the fact that I had pushed the closing date back several months. I was now sick and tired of this whole situation. I had not heard anything back from the property manager or her husband. I had been ghosted. On top of that, I realized that I could not access any of my documentation showing my rental unit's income. Since I was looking to purchase a new property, I needed the income details to help with my personal loan. I was so sick and tired of the manager that I sent the cancellation letter for my duplex and decided to cut all ties with her. I called my tenants and told them that I was now in charge. I requested the keys from the property manager from the units. I planned to live in the vacant unit until a new property I was purchasing closed. Then I would rent out that side I was living in. Instead of answering me personally, the property manager deferred me to her attorneys. They said I had to pick it up at the office. This would not have been a problem, but it was the weekend, so I had to spend a few days in an Airbnb. I called the property manager's attorneys again, and they didn't have the key ready. I texted the manager and told her what the attorney said. An hour later, the attorney and the manager told me the key was with them. I drove down to the attorney's office and picked it up. That was a 2-hour drive total for a key for my property. I still had not received any money from Jordan Court, Unit A nor B, since November 2023. I emailed the broker and the broker's attorney an itemized list showing all the money I believe I was owed from the manager. The manager responded by personally sending a text message to my tenant at the duplex asking if they had met me and if they signed a new lease. I only knew this because the tenant sent me images of what the manager texted. I felt it necessary to email the manager a cease and desist email to stop any and all communication with the tenant, except for making the tenants aware that the security deposit would be held in a new account. After sending the message, I received a response from the manager's attorney saying I need to contact the attorney and not the manager. To be continued, unfortunately.